Hey yo, Juice the Metaphysical. I'm back in the building with some more content for y'all. Let me add some value to y'all space, all right? So listen, man, like right now is so much going on like in the world, right? You got the Trump assassination attempt, which is crazy because I never seen it in my lifetime. You feel me? They said the last assassination attempt was Reagan, but when Reagan was around, shit, I was like what? Reagan was around, I was shit, nigga. I just came out the pussy. I just came out my mom's pussy. You feel me? I don't remember that shit. However, like it's so much going on in the world right now, right? It's war, it's the economy fucked up, especially the United States. Um, like relationships, it's war, not just Ukraine, Russia, not just Israel and Palestine, whatever the fuck. I don't know, y'all. What is it, Pakistan? I don't know. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't keep up with all these worldly issues because I got a lot going on in my real world. Like Dwayne, like what's the like Jasmine Guy, the real world. Like you know what I'm saying? Is that no? That's a different world. I'm tweaking. That was my fault, man. You know what I'm saying? That I'm trying to spit bars, but shit, nigga, I'm out here spit raw info. You feel me? But listen, though, listen. We just know there's a lot going on. So what's crazy? Like a lot of people be worried about world issues, but they own life is in shambles. Like, come on, like how you go worry about other worldly issues and you can't even help yourself? That's wild work right there. You feel me? But anyway, man, listen. Let me give y'all some game. Let me give y'all some knowledge, right? So we just know there's so much going on in this world right now, especially like if you look at everything that's going on, it's everything appears negative. Let's just be 100. Everything appears negative. Everything appears like it's toxic. Um, it's chaotic. Especially in America, if you look at relationship, it's man versus woman. You know, it's like if you listen to all these uh, like little dating platforms and like these dating shows is man against women. Like there's no unity. Like everybody is for themselves. Nobody is trying to come together. No one's trying to unite. Everyone is trying to beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? You look at like the world is so much going on. Like it's so much now. A lot of times we look at these social problems and we a lot of people do try to come up with solutions, right? They try to. Um, they'll say like a lot of black boys need their fathers in their life, which I agree. They will attribute a lot of things that's going on to the lack of the father being at home. They will attribute to the mom and dad not being married. Like you hear a lot of things that's going on, especially in the black community, is because the family structure has been dismantled. We hear that a lot, right? A lot of people come with solutions, but like even if you come up with these solutions, they will never work. It will never work. And what people are not talking about, right? What they're not talking about is the real, true root of the problem. Why are all these things happening? What's the real root to the problem? Because you could say we need to create more programs for kids. I'm not saying that's not going to work. I'm not saying that. You feel me? At the end of the day, you got to do what you feel you got to do. Like, if you feel like having more programs in the inner city is going to work, do that. If you feel like having like a boys club, do that. I'm not saying don't do what you need to do. Everybody need to play their part. You feel me? There's multiple pieces to a puzzle. But when the puzzle comes together, you feel me? It creates a masterpiece. So yeah, everybody got to play their role, However, I play a different role in this whole scenario. All right. So listen, man. What I'm about to go in on this video, right? I'm about to talk about the spiritual warfare that is happening on this planet. If you look at everything that's happening on this planet, it's definitely a spiritual warfare. Now, when I say spiritual, this has nothing to do with religion. This don't have anything to do with Islam versus Christianity. This don't have anything to do with um, Taoism against Catholics and things like that. No, this have nothing to do with religion. When I say a spiritual war that's going on, it's a war for your soul. Yes, it's a war for your soul. Now, and to really like further understand the spiritual warfare, you have to understand energy. You have to understand energy. You have to realize that everything is energy. Your whole aura is energy. Your soul is energy. Like the whole essence of you is mainly energy. We are electromagnetic beings, right? We emit electricity. We're energetic beings, right? So when you look at it from that point of view, you'll understand that with us being spiritual beings, aka electromagnetic beings, that we radiate energy or we take in energy, right? You put out energy and you take in energy. Your energy can either add to someone's life, meaning you can charge someone based off the energy you give it, or you can drain someone based off the energetic frequency that you're getting off. All right, so listen, it's a spiritual world right now, right? So what's going on this planet is basically you have positive versus negative. Now, it's not really like a versus battle, like this ain't like battle rap. It's not like negative versus positive. It's not that, because both are needed. Both are needed. Nature recognizes balance. Nature does not really determine what's good or evil, because right and wrong are man-made constructs, right? So nature doesn't really determine what's right or wrong. Nature just tell you there's a balance that's needed. Um, right or wrong are man-made constructs. So what can be right to one person might be wrong to another person. Like some people feel like you shouldn't whoop your kids. That's the wrong thing to do. You talk to somebody else, they'll say, no, that's the right thing to do. You need to whoop their ass. See, like there's like, based off the person's experiences, based off their mental intellect, based off their perspective and how they perceive things, will determine what they view as right or wrong, right? So with this spiritual warfare that's going on, we have to admit there's a lot of negativity that's happening right now. Like there's more negativity than positivity that we see on this planet. Let's just be 100. You watch the news, negativity. You go on social spaces, Twitter, Instagram, uh, Facebook, negativity. If you share, let's say you make a post, right, and it's ratchet, it's destructive, uh, it's toxic. You feel me? Them posts go viral. Let's be 100. Them posts where people fighting, uh, like somebody get cheated on. Them posts go viral. However, a positive, uplifting post you might see that barely get acknowledgement. That lets you know that that this is where the frequency of Earth, where she is at, because she is a living being. She's a living organism. Earth frequency is low, right? Because y'all got to realize the collective consciousness is the consciousness of every being on this planet, right? So then every being on this planet is at a lower frequency, right? And this is why negativity reigns supreme right now. This is why negativity get more reaction. It get more likes. It just, like, people like drama. Like if you like any show that got drama, people tuned in. Like Love and Hip Hop, that had high ratings because of drama. Um, like I'm not really familiar with a lot of these TV shows, but y'all see where I'm getting. Like if a TV show is like not just TV shows, but people like Sexy Red, she get a lot of like people like gravitate to her. You know what I'm saying? She spew out a lot of negativity. What's the Blueface chick? Krishan Rock. A lot of people was gravitating to her, but all she was doing negative things. So that lets you know the collective consciousness are gravitating more to negative energy. Now, this is very important. I told y'all it's a spiritual warfare. All right, so let me break it down for y'all. And once again, I'm not trying to like convince y'all anything. I'm not trying to persuade y'all anything. I'm not trying to tell you I'm right. I'm just going to give y'all. Can I offer y'all a different perspective? That's all I'm trying to do. We already know the first universal law is mentalism. So everything is mental. The mentalism exists in all dimensions, in the first dimension up to the ninth, and it's really dimensions beyond that. Mental all exists in all dimensions. So if you're not using your mind, then what are you doing? feel me? So let me let y'all think of some shit real quick. All right. So if we're energetic beings, right? We all understand that we have a aura. Everyone has an aura. Your aura is the electromagnetic energy that is surrounding the human body, right? So this aura is supposed to be your energetic force field, right? When you are vibrating at a higher energetic level, your aura is more vibrant, right? So when your aura is more vibrant, it's harder to penetrate, right? It's harder for any beings, for any entities to penetrate your aura or penetrate your body, to penetrate that spiritual essence of you because your aura is highly vibrant. It's like somebody trying to go into Area 51. You know, man, that place is highly secure. Like, man, the average person's not getting into Area 51. If something was to happen inside Area 51 or NASA or Fort Knox or the Vatican, it's an inside job because most outsiders ain't penetrating that security. That security is too strong. So look at your aura. When you're vibrating high, like when you're in a higher vibration, your aura is like that of like, yeah, it's strong, it's harder to penetrate, right? So we know that negative forces do exist. We do know that there's a supernatural realm that has more control over this physical realm, right? So now follow me. This supernatural realm dictates everything that happens in this physical realm. Like I said, it's a spiritual war. The war is happening spiritually. The physical is just a direct reflection of what's happening in the spiritual realm, right? So the reason, okay, let me say this. Let me say this. The lower your vibration, right, the easier your aura is to penetrate. You feel me? Like the lower your vibration, it's kind of like somebody having their door is locked, but they ain't got no bolt locks. You feel me? That you remember like some of them doors you could use an ID to get in the crib. Even you know some of them doors like it's easy accessible. So when your aura is low, when you're on low vibration, your body becomes easily accessible. Now, when your body and your aura is easily accessible, what happens is these entities, you want to call them demons, you want to call them Jezebel, succubus, negative forces, I don't care, whatever you call it, these entities are able to penetrate your field, your space. So now you're not even controlling yourself. This entity in another realm is controlling you. This is really the sign of possession. This is really the only possession that exists. Listen, Hollywood will make you seem like when you possess, you know what I'm saying, like movies like The Exorcism, you know, when somebody's possessed, their eyes start rolling the back of their head, right? Like their neck doing the 360s, they vomiting from the mouth, like climbing walls and all that. I'm not saying that type of possession doesn't exist. I don't know. I've never seen it, but once again, the way my mind is wired, I feel like everything exists. I don't feel like there's nothing that don't exist. So I'm not saying that how Hollywood depict possessions, I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I never seen it. However, I done seen a lot of humans get possessed, meaning they're not even control of their body, right? So you hear a lot of these youngsters, they scream out, I'm on demon time. It's demon time, right? You think that's really that individual? No, that's a whole entity that's controlling that individual. And that entity is letting that person know that person is basically controlled by that entity. I told y'all it's a spiritual war. That is why in order for these entities, right, especially these lower like I ain't gonna say lower, like kind of like lower entities in the spiritual realm, the ones that feed off your energy, they're like spiritual parasites in a sense. You want to call them energetic vampires or whatnot. What they do is they feed off your soul, right? So the only way they could penetrate you is if your aura or your vibration is low, right? Now, when you are vibrating very high, these negative forces cannot penetrate, right? So let me give y'all an example. When someone is on a higher frequency, a higher vibration, when these negative forces can't penetrate you, you know what happens? They go to your next to kin, or they try to penetrate your boyfriend, husband, wife, lover, your best friend, your family. That's how these negative forces be. So that's why you have to really be conscious of who you surround yourself with. Because if you surround yourself with people who are not um, like very protective of their energy, the negative forces will possess them to try to attack you, right? They will try to attack you. That's why if you look at people who are very righteous, people who are very positive, their message really gets shunned down in this matrix because it's needed for a reason. The earth, she is crying or screaming out like, I need to raise my vibration. I need to raise my vibration because she is dying because all these negative things that's going around, right? So basically these negative entities are winning the spiritual war because if you look at the the collective consciousness, or if you look at the shape of the world we live in, you could tell everything is negative, and that's why a lot of people like drama. That's why a lot of people like chaos. A lot of people like turmoil because they're being possessed. That's not even them. Like their true self. No, their true self has been taken over by these negative forces. That's why I say it's a spiritual war. That's why anybody who is speaking righteously, anybody who has a following that speaks righteousness, that speaks things into helping people elevate their frequency, the elite will shut them up real quick. Man, the elite will shut that person up real quick and try to take you out because once again, it's a spiritual war. When you're very righteous, when you're vibrating at a higher frequency level, right? You can't be penetrated. You can't be penetrated, so the negative forces can't take over. And you're allowing the positive forces to take over, and you're in alignment with the positive forces. So now you can make positive reactions. Um, everything that you do radiates unconditional love and positivity. Like you're more in harmony. You're more about love. You're not about chaos and turmoil. You're all about solutions. You're all about unity, things like that, peace. You feel me? Things like that. So you can see why these forces or the elite want people to be on a lower frequency, and that's why what they do is they do things to the air, right? Lower our frequency. They do things to the food, to the water. They miseducate us. They give us false information. They give us um, these celebrities who are definitely demons, like what I'm saying, they're definitely possessed by these negative entities, by Satan, like whatever you want to call it. We follow these celebrities, right? And these celebrities are really leading us to hell, which earth is hell. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother video. I ain't about to go into that. But a lot of people follow the star celebrities, right? And when you follow these stars, they got nothing but drama in their life. So a lot of people follow them, and now people got drama in their life. You feel me? So it's a spiritual war right now, right? And when you at a lower vibration, your body is able to be possessed by these negative forces. And we do know negative forces exist because a lot of times when people pray or people when they speak to God, they be like, God, protect me from these negative forces, protect me from negative spirits. So we got to acknowledge, or we do acknowledge that these spirits exist. However, we have no knowledge of how to protect ourselves from these spirits, and what you got to do to protect yourself, you got to raise your vibration. In order to raise your vibration, you got to be more in tune with the earth. You got to elevate to your higher self. So when you elevate to your higher self, you recognize that everything that's existed in this world, we're all connected, we're all one. So when you look at everything, every organism, every animal, every plant, um, everything that's in nature, when you look at it from the mindset that we're all connected, you treat it differently. You don't go out destroying nature. You don't go out killing people because we're connected. We all one. It's all about oneness. That's a whole different mentality. So when you look at the world from that mentality, you raise your vibration and you become more vibrant. Your aura becomes stronger. You radiate more electromagnetic energy, right? And with that, we're connected with Earth. So when each person raises their vibration, that helps raise the vibration of the Earth. So you can see why these forces that are in control right now, they want to keep you at a lower vibration because you're easily controlled. If we was at a higher vibration, they cannot control you. They cannot take over your body. So a lot of people are controlled by these forces. You feel me? So basically, that's the spiritual war right there. I'll tell people it's a spiritual warfare. It's really not that deep. It's that simple, man. You know what I'm saying? If you understand the universal laws, you'll understand the law of correspondence. As above, so below, as within, so without. So the concept of as within, meaning your whole internal realm is a world within itself. So however you're thinking, however you're feeling, will basically create your outer world. You feel me? So a lot of times we out here chasing the outer world and neglecting the inner world and don't realize a lot of things we are feeling and thinking we're like creating that in our reality and we're oblivious to what's going on. So you can see why these social spaces and these like so-called relationship counselors, relationship people, they're spewing all this misinformation and they're miseducating people because they want us to really look outwardly. Because when you look outwardly, you neglect the internal. And as long as you look outwardly at life and you're not looking within yourself, you're always going to be at a lower frequency. You're always going to be at a lower vibration because you haven't realized that the world within yourself is the real world, not the outer world. The outer world is a reflection of the inner world that's within yourself. So the reason the reason so much negativity because a lot of people are possessed by these negative entities. So a lot of people's inner world is being like reflected into the outer world. So you can see why it's nothing but war, crime, um, people cheating on each other, people going against each other. There's no unity. There's no peace. It's every man for himself. Right? For the most part, if you look at everything on a broader scale, that's what we see. We're creating this life we live in, the collective consciousness. So in order to change that, it starts with the individual, right? So that's why it's important for people to raise their vibration, to raise their frequency in order for these negative entities not to be able to possess your realm and not be able to control you. It's like that. It's a reason why those who are righteous, they get shut down. And the elite know this. Let me give y'all an analogy real quick, right? You know, like when a light bulb, you put a light bulb into like, the socket or whatnot, especially a new light bulb is the watts is very loud, so that light bulb is very light. You feel me? Like after like it's been on for a while, eventually it dims out. But however, for the most part, light bulbs, they're like the newer the light bulb, the higher is radiating light. Our souls is the same way. Now listen, you see, like especially at night, right? When the lights is on, it attract bugs and insects. You feel me? And we see that all the time, right? So you gotta think our soul is the same way. When you're where you're radiating energy, high energy, when your light, the light within you is very vibrant, you attract spiritual bugs in the form of spiritual parasites, spiritual entities, negative entities. That's what you attract. That's why people who have a high vibration, their light is shining, you go be attacked by more forces because these forces trying to diminish your light. They're trying to dim your light. And that's where the spiritual war, that's where it comes from, man. So listen, man. Listen, tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all, am I just rambling? Or am I dropping jokes? I don't know. Like, tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. That's just what I see right now. That's what I see. That's what I observe. That's why I really don't get into like, people got their own thing as far as like what we should do to help, like, basically make the world a better place. Listen, I'm playing my role. My role is to help y'all raise your vibration. That's my role. And somebody want to like start a boys group or someone want to go like, humans go out and march, what I'm saying, march for their freedom or protest. I let them do what they do. That's not what I do. What I do is deeper than that. What I do is I want to help raise your frequency, help raise your vibration. And So like by doing that, you don't get possessed by these negative forces. Like I said, they're only able to penetrate those who are a lower frequency. And that's why society do everything they can to keep you at a lower frequency, because they want these entities to take over your body. That's just what it is, right? So my role in this life is to help raise people's vibration and make them see it, help them, not make them, but help them see the light within themselves so they could make sure they light shine bright. And now their aura is very vibrant. Now these negative entities can't penetrate them, right? They live in righteously. And when you do that, you change the whole um, collective consciousness. So when more of the collective consciousness become on a higher frequency, higher vibration, Earth becomes on a higher frequency, higher vibration. So like you go get a better version of Earth and you get a better version of nature when everybody's on a higher frequency. It won't be all this war, famine, um, everybody going against each other, destruction, chaos, turmoil. It won't be a world like that. It'd be a world of peace, love, harmony, joy, excitement. Feel me? Unity, like a whole different aura, a whole different vibe. All right. So hey, listen, drop in the comments what y'all think. This is just something like I mean I've been was thinking this, but now I just made a video about it. You feel me? So drop in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. If there's anything else I want me to talk about, I could talk about a lot of things, y'all. Like I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. I really don't like to talk about like celebrities or whatnot, because I could really care about that. I could really care less about celebrities, man. I don't really like to talk about like politics and religion. Nah, I don't really get into that, because some people are closed minded, and it don't matter if you present them with truth and knowledge, they're still gonna shun you. So it's really a waste of time. So I just allow people to be who they are, and when that person awaken or recognize like everything we've been told was a lie, and when they recognize that they're really the divine being within themselves, once they recognize that, then we'll talk. You feel me? But other than that, I have no need or no urge to try to like help other people, man. You got to help yourself. You got to be your own savior. And like I said, a lot of times I've been down that road trying to help people, and it hurt me more trying to help people. Like they try to like hurt me. You feel me? Like, and that's why I realized I just stay to myself. I watch my social group because I understand these negative forces be trying to get the people that's close to me. So I had to quit messing with a lot of people. You feel me? I had to separate myself from a lot of people. So, man, at the end of the day, Wu Tang used to say, "Protect your neck." Listen, I say, "Protect your aura, protect your soul." All right, peace, love, prosperity, light. That's what we like putting into the atmosphere. That's what we put into the environment. So when y'all watch my videos, all I want to do is help you elevate to a higher version of yourself, and I want to help you become more, raise your vibration, raise your frequency. All right. Juice the Metaphysical. I'm out. Much love, much peace. One. Peace. Hold on, peace. I'm sorry.